I added Tabasco to Wendy's chili and used it to get second place in a chili cook-off. Title basically says it all. This wasn't a professional organized competition. There was some BMX event with a couple hundred people and they always have a chili cook-off. I'm not much for cooking, so I thought it would be funny to throw a bunch of Wendy's chili in a crock pot and see if anyone noticed. They didn't. I've been a vegetarian for roughly 12 years, so this was a long time ago. Surprise. First place was just Wendy's chili, no Tabasco. In the attempt at subterfuge you ruined your shot at greatness. Grand prize was straight Tabasco, no chili. Work smart not hard. Your meat and beans disagree. My meat and beans are HARD. No, that's not appetizing either. That's why OP added Tabasco sauce LOL. At our local VFW's chili cook-off a few years back, the scandal was that the winner's recipe was 11 cans of Hormel chili and 1 jar of grape jelly. Panties were bunched, rules were changed, but hot damn, that was some good chili. Grape jelly? Any chance you could elaborate on that? 1 jar of Welch's grape jelly to 11 cans of Hormel chill. Drain all into crockpot. Heat. Eat. My go-to party edible. 1 jar of Welch's grape jelly, 1 Baby Ray's barbecue and meatballs from the frozen section. Toss into crockpot and watch them disappear. This thread is making less and less sense to me while at the same time tempting me to dump some preserves in my spaghetti. I don't like it, I'm afraid, and I really wanna try it. It's not for spaghetti, it's for party meatballs. The ones you scoop out of a crock pot. Everyone I case who hears the recipe for the sauce is upset by it, but that's how you make that sauce. If I recall correctly, Babish did an episode and did the same thing. Just trying different sweet and savory sauces to mix together and see what was good. Do not use this for spaghetti or I'll fine you. Now this is a confession. Stuff like this must be pretty common. A guy in my dad's A.B.A.T.E. chapter took first in one of their chili cook-offs with cans of clearance Iga chili, no modifications. Some were pissed, some thought it was hilarious. Damn bro, my dad is super involved in ABATELOL. I played in their annual charity softball game. Did you win anything for second place? Top 3 got a trophy and the winner got some cash. It was more a yearly bragging right thing than anything else. I just thought it would be funny. I didn't realize they were going to like it so much, but once I started serving it was too late to be like LOL JK. Do you have any pictures of the trophy? Why do you care about the trophy? Go to Wendy's with a bottle of Tabasco sauce and taste yourself a winner. Gold medal. I like how murder has been confessed on this sub, but things like this are the most real it. I tried to pass KFC mashed potatoes and gravy at a holiday potluck. Because I was hungover. Even put it in a nice serving platter. 1 bite, everyone called me out. That's because you didn't add Tabasco sauce to it like OP. Oof yeah, the texture of fast food mashed potatoes is terrible. Pro tip as to why this works. Worked for Wendy's in the late 1990s as a cook and assume nothing has changed. I doubt it has. During your grill shift, you are cooking a lot of burgers on a flat grill. On the side of the grill, you have a container with a marker showing a level. During the lunch rush, you end up with lots of tiny bits of burgers that broke off and a fair amount of fat. You grab that, throw it into the container. When it hits the right level, you set it aside and add the chili mix that corporate provides. That sits in the walk-in fridge until the next day and then is placed into a steam tray the next morning to be ready for lunch. The cycle continues. There is an art to using a tiny bit of creativity to making ordinary food blossom. If you already have a base you like, go with it. I alter the sauce a lot for my spaghetti, but I still use a store brand as the base before I do. Because, I mean, why make a tomato sauce base just to say it's from scratch when you're perfectly happy with it already as a base? My bacon cheeseburgers and spaghetti with meat sauce recipes are baller. Same with my quesadillas and cheesy scrambled eggs. If you're into any one of these particularly, I'll type out how to make it way tastier than average. I'd be interested to hear about the eggs and quesadillas. I too choose this person's quesadillas. Was the winner a guy called Kevin? No. Undercook the onions. Everyone's going to get to know each other in the pot. Reminds me of my engineering team at my old job who literally took a crock pot to Wendy's and asked them to fill it up with as many large chilies. They used a 2:1 ratio for the sauce packets and they took first place in the competition at work. They even received a plaque for it. I bet you could have won first if you'd used any other hot sauce other than Tabasco. People have always made fun of me because I love Wendy's chili. I now know I was never wrong. Thank you, OP. I will think of you the next time I get to Wendy's taco salad. It's not stealing if you don't get caught. I'm curious how you could afford to buy a crock pot's worth of retail chili. They probably use money. LOL, I want to see a mad lad actually try to do this at an official chili cook-off. Pretty sure my boss did this a few years ago, just added corn from a can. You made it with 2 ingredients, Tabasco and Wendy's chili. Totally new recipe. LOL. Wendy's chili exists as a way to make money from burgers that were cooked, but not sold to someone in the allowed time limit. That's not a bad way to make chili. Really good sear on the meat, so it doesn't surprise me it did pretty well. My favorite chili confession was a guy who always won his local competition by using the recipe of last year's national winner, because the national winner has to publish their recipe to win. That's some dark genius right there. I wish less people stuck their dongs in things and more people ripped off popular franchises to hang silver at loosely organized events. Mayo, this is probably my favorite confession I've read on this site. The competition must have been atrocious. Wendy's chili with its old unused hamburger patties in it is just not that good. Bullshit. Why does every bowl of Wendy's chili only have 239 beans in it? Because if you add just one more bean, it'd be too farty. I did the same thing for a pie competition. I bought a meringue pie with a toasted whipped topping that looked professionally baked and won. I want to go to a BMX event with a chili cook-off. Sounds like a good ass time. I once won a photography contest with a picture I didn't take. I was out in our poppy fields with my family. My niece begged me to take pictures of her. She was loving her little photo shoot, but soon grew bored of it and insisted it was Elmo's turn. So, she put Elmo in the grass and took my phone and started taking these adorable pictures. At least one of the pictures actually came out pretty cute and I entered it into the office competition as a bit of a joke. Everyone in the office thought it was unique and adorable, and I actually won a couple $100. But I never told them it was my 3-year-old niece who actually took the picture. And yes, she got some neat presents with the dough. You should sell your story rights to Wendy's. Stonks. Genius. Ass never tasted so good. Was second prize a set of steak knives? Thought this said Tabasco at first. Last line just further proves you can't be vegetarian or vegan and keep it to yourself. We had an office chili cook-off and some people took it pretty seriously. The guy that won out of the 20 or so entrants admitted as he was announced the winner that he just used store-bought chili. Didn't even change a thing. People were livid. He thought it was hysterical. I agreed with him. I mean honestly, too many people putting things that aren't meat in their pots. Monsters. But how will we know whether you're a vegetarian? I get compliments on my secret chili recipe all the time. I use venison. It is labeled as such and not a secret. 2 cans of diced roasted green chilies. 2 cans of diced roasted tomatoes. 2 diced garlic cloves. 2-1 diced onion. 2 cans of black beans. 2 cans of pinto beans. Vegetable or beef stock. I just use whatever I have on hand most times. 2 cans of corn. El Pato sauce. Add as desired or substitute with a different sauce you prefer. People always love it, but they have no idea it's almost all canned goods LOL. Don't worry, I've entered KC Masterpiece that was just warmed up into a sauce competition at a huge barbecue festival and won first place. To be fair, I tried Wendy's chili for the first time a few months ago and it's pretty damn good. How do you know someone is a vegetarian, vegan? They'll tell you. NTA. I like the I've been a vegetarian for 12 years at the end. It's completely irrelevant, but added in anyways. It's so true that vegetarians can't help but let everyone know. Why waste time cook lot when little cook do trick? Ahaha. I once seen a video of two guys going to the food expo with McDonald's burgers and a stand. They cut them in small cubes and offered them to people passing by. Everyone was outstanded on how good it was and was voted in the top 10. My secret ingredient for prize-winning chilies is and will always be Scott Tenorman's parents. I guess my career as semi-professional chili cook will come to an end as soon as the freezer is empty. That is sad, but you just have move on from time to time. A villain like you should be locked up. Controls to Wendy's.